What was the damage that you say that the boyfriend, he punched a hole in the bathroom door?
No,
Yes.
it was the room door. It was the room.
But did your boyfriend do that, ma'am?
Yes, it did. But I did pay him $250 out of my pocket to get it replaced.
She did
Yes,
repay you.
yes, she
So that's not
complained.
part of your damages.
No, that's not part of the damages.
And the dog.
Okay, so can I explain about the dog?
Yes, please
okay,
do.
So moving in those 2 years, I did not have a pet. I only had that pet for a week. I had just got the pet when he texted me the next day that the pet had to go. I told him that it was an emotional support dog because I was going through emotional things.
Did you have a psychologist or a therapist or
Yes.
any documentation that you gave us here to look at?
No, I
So,
didn't, but I did
the
have a
problem is-
psychiatrist. I can look in my phone, but I forgot to print it.
You don't have it in your phone. The problem is, you can't just say a dog is an emotional support dog. I know dogs make you feel better in their own way and they're soothing
But
in
even
that way.
if I was able to provide that, he didn't give me that. He said, no, there's no emotional support dogs, even welcome care.
Did you have an application or anything?
Yes,
that you could
I mean,
demonstrate?
he didn't give me a chance. He said they were not allowed, so I just gave away my dog.
And that's not true.
That is true.
When she signed the lease, I stressed that there's no pets.
I saw that.
And-
No pets, and I think it even said including emotional support dogs.
And the thing about it was, though, I found out on my own that she had a pet. Come and tell me what's going on. I'd rather hear the truth than a good lie.
And didn't he also mention that you could keep it if you paid an increase in
No, he
or a pet
never
fee?
mentioned I could keep it because I would have kept my dog. I literally had to give my dog to a shelter.
Judge Corriero?
Show me the provision in the lease which deprives her of the right to have an emotional.
No, on the lease, it just says no pets.
Yes, it says no pets. It says nothing about emotional support dogs. You acknowledged in response to a question that the lease specifically said no emotional support
And
dogs.
let me correct that.
Yes,
Actually, no,
please
the
do.
lease doesn't say.
How long
there's
have you been a landlord?
A long time,
How many years?
20 years.
And are you aware of the provision where you have to give a tenant an itemized list of the damages that occurred so that she could challenge, if necessary, your calculation as to things that she did?
Yes, I did.
Did you get an itemized list?
When I was already moved out, yes.
How many days after you moved out?
Like maybe 3-4 days.
Where is that itemized list?
I have to look.
While you're looking for it, Ms. Davis, what kind of dog was it that you had to get rid of?
Her name was Meanie, and I actually got her back out of the shelter that I had to put her in. She was.
You have your emotional dog certificate now?
No, I don't have it with me.
The defendant claims that you really drove her out
Really.
because she was the only one there that was getting a supplemental rental.
Exactly.
And that's not true.
I spoke to.
Well, I notice here that you quickly texted her a day or 2 or 3 days after she was late on the rent. Now, you were wrong. That doesn't give you automatically 5 days extra to pay the rent. But nevertheless, I noticed must have been about 5 or 6. Where's the rent? Where's the rent? Where's the rent?
even
And,
voice
and can
notes.
I speak on that?
Please.
She had a habit of
I
paying
noticed.
late for the rent. So I would just, it was just a friendly reminder.
Was she the only
Just-
one getting support?
No, and that's just the thing, where she states that she was the only one. No, the whole building basically was subsidized.
So you weren't targeting her as
No, she wasn't targeted.
alleged.
All this is not true.